imposter syndrome is the wrong word, but given, I've listened to lots of podcasts with you and without knowing you really well, do you ever look at what's happening now, 18 staff, multiple arms to your business, even though on the org chart you sit off to the right-hand side by yourself.
Yeah.
But do you ever like to sit there and sort of, imposter syndrome is probably the right word. It's like, what's going on here? Like I'm just Dyl Buckley, footy player that has worked my guts out to build something, but you sort of get to where you are and you're like, oh, like this is pretty incredible what I've built here.
Yeah, it's good. It's a great question. I think the short answer is like there's always pinch yourself moments and you think, fuck, how lucky. It's more of a gratitude thing for me. Like I am genuinely in it being like, this is amazing. In terms of imposter syndrome, I would say no, purely because like not in an arrogant way at all, but like I've done the work. Like I don't feel like it was something that I've just been gifted.
Lucky.
Yeah, I don't feel like I feel like I'm very grateful, and there was obviously very fortunate timings and getting into it early, but like I still had to do it. Like I still had to go out there and get it done. And I think the proudest thing for me is like before I did that, I was definitely someone who said a lot but never delivered. And then it got to the point where the shit hits the fan and you've actually got to put your money where your mouth is and back yourself in and do it. Like, am I surprised? Yes. Am I grateful? 100%. But do I have imposter syndrome? I don't think so, because like I've done the work. I've got the body behind me of, you know what it's like starting a business. Like it's fucking tough. Like there's so many things that go behind the scenes and there's so many meetings that you have that people don't see about, that it could have gone either way, and you just back it yourself in, you keep going, tough conversations, all those things that I avoided as a footy player, you get hit with, and fuck, now I've got to take care of this now, I've got to step up and get it done. And I'm not saying that I'm a fucking hero or anything like that at all, but reality is, you got to put food on the table, got a family, got a beautiful wife, got a little boy, and things get serious, and it's like you got to get it done. And I've done that at the moment, and got to continue to. So I don't feel that I'm an imposter, but I feel extremely grateful and fortunate that things have turned out the way they have.
Yeah, I also think like when you got staff, and same with us, got staff, and when you become responsible for essentially putting food on the table for them, like your business is, if it doesn't do well, you can't pay your staff.
Yeah, that's a
huge
scariest part
weight on that as well.
For sure. And even like business, like if you want to go into business stuff, like cash flow has been a really bloody interesting thing to learn about in business.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, and especially the way how it works with business and sponsorship, and a lot of like businesses and big businesses or agencies that you work with have like massive payment terms, and you might not get paid for like 90 days or 60 days. So you've really got to forecast, and that's something where I've had to probably upskill a lot, and Adam is amazing, Baldy, with this, and so is Zach, about if you want to run a successful business, ultimately you have to know the numbers, and you have to know what's coming in and what's going out, and you have to forecast for the big times of the year, you have to forecast for the quiet times of the year, like December, January, Feb, obviously very lean periods for any business, but especially in the media industry. So, can you have enough cash in the bank to then get through those periods and not panic to know that you can get through later in the year? So, yeah, it's been a massive, big learning for us, and I'm sure a lot of businesses out there can relate. But and again, not crying about it. It's all a part of it. It's all part of the parcel. It's pressure's a privilege, and I think when you've got a platform and you're doing awesome things, and we're lucky enough to be at a gather round and do what I love every day. Like there's going to be some things that obviously are very stressful about that too, but can't take the good without having a bit of shit in there as well. I think one other thing, around the business stuff that I've found over the last few years has been really beneficial is just, outsourcing. As soon as you have the capability, you outsource the things that someone else can do better than you, and you focus on the things that you can do better. So, for us, it was around the financials, and the big one, like bringing on Ricky, who's our sort of virtual CFO. He sort of looks over all our books and runs everything, but then having monthly meetings with us and going through and making sure that, so we're not in the weeds on that every day. So it's like that would take me 3 hours versus it takes him 10 minutes. Okay, bang. Yes, there's a price on that, but what else can I do in that time that's then going to make the revenue back that covers that? So I think it's just like how well can you spend your time and get yourselves in the areas that you have the most impact versus wasting your time doing the things that aren't as good.
This is why you sit where you sit on the org chart, mate, because you got good people around you. That's
Mate,
seriously,
I-
it's a good thing that you are there.
I have, not that you asked this, but I think my biggest talent is surrounding myself with the best people. Like I attract some crazy people, like really, really good people. So, yeah, it's sometimes that's probably one thing I feel embarrassed about is.
So you're attractive, is that what you're saying? You're
I
attractive.
attract. Yeah, I think that is what I'm trying to say. No, it's something. It goes back to Hogwarts, right? Like
That was just a little teaser of our full episode. They're out Wednesdays on YouTube, and you can listen to them wherever you get your podcast. Go on, get out of here.